Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Today we have an amazing guest, Declan, joining us, a special FYT trader that has achieved multiple payouts, and he's going to be talking us about how FYT is, how are the conditions, and what made him succeed as a trader. Stay tuned, guys.
Okay, so question number one is just tell us something about yourself. How long have you been trading, and what first got you into trading and got you into the markets?
Okay, so I probably have to introduce myself. I'm Declan, based in South Africa, and I'm a part-time forex trader. I started trading in 2019, on and off when I first started in university, and then I continuously went on trading year after year, took breaks here and there. But over the last, I think, 2 years was my real breakthrough in trading. So yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So in terms of your trading and your trading plan, how would you describe your trading plan as simple as possible?
Well, I obviously learned this strategy from a mentor, where I basically use ICT based trading, smart money concepts. So what I do is I would look at the 1 hourly for direction mostly, and then obviously my entry models and my time frames is mostly like the 5 minute or the 3 minute time frame.
100%. So in terms of the pairs or the instruments you trade, what do you trade mostly? And then more importantly, why do you trade these things?
I have a sort of boyfriend-girlfriend relationship with Nasdaq. So mostly trading Nasdaq. I recently focused on US30 and also on gold, as all three of that pairs is heavily influenced by the US dollar. So I prefer trading those three pairs.
100%. Then in terms of your trading style, how would you describe your trading style? Are you a scalper, intraday, swing trader, or do you mix all of them depending on the day and depending on how you feel?
I am more of a scalping trader, scalping intraday trader. It depends on the day, obviously, but I prefer scalping and I love it in and out. It's easy for me, so I can go all of my day.
100%, 100%. So accommodating for your daily things and things like that. Then in terms of the session that you prefer trading, now different traders obviously prefer different sessions, whether that's the Asia, London, New York AM session or New York PM session. What is your favorite specific session to trade?
Obviously, the New York session, because I'm trading dollar-based pairs, so the New York session has the most volatility during that time on those three Pacific pairs. But obviously, with my trading strategy, I can trade it anytime, any day. So whenever I see a setup, I trade it, whether it's in London or whether it's in Asia. But because we're based in South Africa, I don't really trade in Asia because that's our sleeping time most of the time. So yeah, I think New York session, definitely New York session.
Perfect. And then in terms of your trading journey, can you just walk us through your trading journey? So the good, the bad, and then just one or two important lessons or the most important lessons that you've learned as a trader up and coming.
Well, my trading journey is basically going a long way. I started back in 2019. With technicals, I'm very good at technicals, but psychology for all these years always caught up with me. It was the devil. Oh, honestly, it was the devil in my whole trading journey, because I was always chasing money and always chasing the fame, and not really focused on the results. And after the last 2 years, I started focusing on the results, and that changed my whole trading journey, my whole perspective. I take stop losses more comfortable rather than sulking or feeling depressed by hitting a stop or stop loss. And the take profit is, I don't really get affected by the take profit. It's just the result that I'm more focused on. The money will come afterwards. So the most important lesson that I learned in all these years was that it's better to focus on the results rather than focusing on the money and the payment and obviously what other people have and the cars and stuff, like this all material stuff. But rather to focus on the results and to focus on where you want to become and as a trader and where you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years.
No, 100%. That's a fantastic answer. Then, just in terms of a key moment, was there anything along that trading journey you just explained that allowed you to actually now make it or improve as a trader? So that one key moment that actually changed the way you trade, whether that was a big win, a big loss, or like just a sudden realization within your trade.
Well, I think it was my first funded account. It was a $5,000 funded account, and I think it was in about 15 to 20 days I passed it, and then I like 15 10 days after that I got the payout, which it wasn't a much bigger payout, but it was just like that feeling of I actually can do this. I actually can pass a funded account. It's not rocket science. It's not difficult. I just need to stay disciplined. I just need to focus on the results. And yeah, that was my big breakthrough. And then that followed with after that, passed the 50K funded account and got the payout. And yeah, that was just my breakthrough in my whole trading journey.
No, 100% is always nice to achieve payouts and best feeling in the world when it hits your bank account. Then, in terms of how you manage your risk, so how do you manage your risk per trade and how does that personally fit your trading style?
I usually risk 10% of my personal account, and the fund that I risk 0.5%, which is less than 1%. I don't really focus on risking 1%, and on the 3 pairs that we trade is I focus on 2 R's on that's 0.5% to gain 1% on NASDAQ or US30, and then on gold I prefer trading at 3R, which is 1.5% gain if I trade on 0.5% risk on gold. That's just based on my historical back testing and my historical results that I gained over that time I back tested.
100%. Then, in terms of again your journey as a trader, how long did it actually take you to become consistent within these markets? And what do you personally feel made the biggest change within your trading?
Well, as I previously mentioned, I am trading now for about 7 years, and then the last 2 years, which is 2 years ago, I made my first breakthrough, which was in 2024. So up until 2024, I was trading for 5 years, which was terrible. I wanted to give up on trading, and then after the 2024, when I changed my mindset, when I changed my way of thinking and where I wanted to be and setting like 1-year goals for myself, I stepped up significantly, and that lead me to my first breakthrough, and it's leading to this moment where I'm very comfortable in trading and where I focus on improving myself and improving my strategy and just get the work done.
100%. Then, in terms of your psychology, you previously mentioned that psychology was your biggest battle, and once you sort of overcame that psychology, then you were able to now be profitable and see the best results. So in terms of overcoming that bad psychology and turning it into good psychology, how did you handle those emotions like the fear, the overtrading, the greed, overconfidence? How did you overcome that?
Well, as a person, I mean, everybody's in the game to make money. So to lose money is, I mean, it's bad, and everybody takes it differently. Me personally, I'm a very strong person, so I don't dwell too much. I don't put my head in the sand too long. So I carry on. But to get over that bad psychology, I took breaks in between. I just walked away for a while, just get my mind back and just after a while, I feel like, okay, cool, I'm ready again. I'm going to go in again. And then you just keep on knocking on that door. And even if you take one step forward and three steps back, you will always get that extra three steps in when you are fit enough in trading to get to the top of the mountain, you know. So the steps that you take back is actually learning curves in order to gain that 3 or 4 steps extra in the long run. So to me, it was just a matter of taking the bad psychology and seeing where I can turn it on to turn it into good psychology so that I can move forward, you know.
100%. Then do you feel like having a daily routine as a trader is valuable? So in terms of having pre-market prep, your daily journaling, checking news, is there anything that sort of aligns with a daily routine that you find yourself doing that helps you as a trader?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't really get this during the week because I feel because I'm trading every day, I feel I'm too much on the charts. And to bake this every day, I mean, you're just wasting your time at the end of the day because you're not going to bake this effectively. You were in a trade during the day, you read SL, read TP, you either in a good state of mind or in a bad state of mind. So basically, to bake this over weekends helped me a lot. So on Sundays or Saturdays, I would just sit and I would bake this the last 2 weeks, so I'll bake this the week. And I will see, okay, this is what happened during this week. This is the trade I took. This is the trade I made losses on. This is the trade I made wins on. And in terms of how I can improve it. So every day is challenging. So basically one day you will get close to TP and the price will turn around and you will leave it and you will move break even, and then when it gets close to break even you move your stop loss now to where it was before, and then price actually runs through it and you make a loss on the day. So that's just the things I look at how to improve and where I can say, okay, cool, I'm fine with this break even trade, or now price is definitely going to reverse again, so I'm just going to take my stop loss a bit lower. I'm not going to risk a full risk, I'm just moving it a bit lower to where my entry are, and just see if it might just step my entry and then go my direction again. So it's those types of things that I look at and I do big test and I do put in the time in the markets. But definitely pre-market prep. Every morning when I wake up, I look at the news events, what news events do we have, and especially during this time where you don't know what to expect or when Trump will tweet and then price will run, the spikes will come. So the volatility in the market currently is very high. So to look out for news events and stuff like that early in the morning already, so that you know, okay, this is a nice day to trade or this is not a nice day to trade. And where you can just improve yourself.
100%. That sounds like excellent things to add to your daily routine to improve as a trader. Then in terms of your strategy that you use to pass this FYT evaluation, just take us through that. Obviously, you don't have to go too in depth with your strategy. What did you use for your higher time frame? What did you use for your lower time frame? Which time frames were there? And more so, just give a broad overview of what you look for on each time frame.
Well, so each time frame of each pair, I look for the exact same. My entry model is where it's different in the pairs. That's based on what I see in the month. So I go on a monthly basis because I think the markets are quarterly. So basically, every 3 months the market changes, and the entry model might change, or there's just small things that might change in the market, but the overall thing that I look at time frame, I always look for fair value gap. That's my direction in the market. I look for breaker structure, I look for market structure show for my higher time frame, which is mostly my 1 hourly time frame. And once I have my direction in the 1 hourly time frame based on my fair value gap, based on my breaker structure, based on my lows, based on my highs, based on my market structure, and now we'll see, okay, during this time, there's a fair value gap opportunity that's meeting my criteria. And then once we go into that, I'll set my alert and trading view. My alert will go off. I'll see, okay, we are currently sitting in that fair value gap. And that's where now I sit and watch the market, and then I can say, okay, there's my opportunity now. And then I will watch it until I see, okay, the opportunity presents itself. I will calculate my risk. I will see, okay, cool. I can risk 0.5%. I'm very confident with this. And let's say in US 30, I will see, okay, cool. Perfect. I'm risking my $40. Let's go for the 100. 1:2 risk to reward. Enter my trade. I go.
100%. That also sounds absolutely amazing in terms of strategy and following, a disciplined approach to trading. But in terms of how do you find trading with FYT compared to trading with a personal account? So obviously you've just passed your FYT evaluation, you're on the road and you've been paid out already, but you're on the road to another payout. How do you find their conditions compared to trading on, a personal account?
I'm a very aggressive trader, so to trade on an FYT account keeps me in shape, keeps me in control of where I am. When I trade personal, I'm very aggressive. So on personal, I will put in 1,000 and I want to flip it to 20K. I'll max out that account because I will just feel like, this 1,000 rand is what I'm willing to lose. So if I lose it now or lose it tomorrow, it's not really going to be effective. But when I trade on the FYT account, it's more control. I need to take into account, okay, I can't risk more than 1%. I need to stay in control. I need to calculate my risk. I need to know my exit strategy. I need to know my entry models perfectly. Very important to calculate my profits that I'm going to make at the end. So I make provision for in advance. So let's say I have to make $500 this week. I will say, okay, I need $100 every day. But I will also need to account for losses because I don't know if I will get that. So then I will scale from, let's say, $500 to $250 to see what might happen there and take it from there.
No, 100%, my brother. Then last question, in terms of your FYT account, how much have you personally withdrawn from all of your FYT accounts to date?
Well, to date, I will say about $1,000. I'm not really that deep into it as of yet, because I was with different platforms before, with funded accounts, which I passed, which I mostly traded, but for this specific FYT account, about $1,000.
And that is the video concluded. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for joining. Leave a like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for more interviews with FYT traders.